All right, guys, welcome back to some more Vampire. Now, last episode, we finally got into the West End. We started working with the more high-end, like, Vampire family in London, and they want me to kind of figure out how to deal with the skull situation. So right now, we're going to be going around asking locals about the possible sources of the infection in this area. So we're going to go around, we're going to start talking to people in this area, and then I actually have a few regular investigations that I want to knock out, on top of the fact that I figured out where this event was. So when Thomas went missing, because last episode we embraced his girlfriend there, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Thomas Elwood here, we embraced Thelma, and he kind of lost all his purpose to live and kind of went off, and we couldn't find him. And I could remember we went into that building behind. You just got to explore the building and you'll find him. So, yeah.
I thought it was Fergal coming back, but no. That creature barely spoke English.
All right, so let me talk to some of these peeps. I think
Good
this
evening,
is the pillar.
Dr. Reid. How does it feel to be this evening's centerpiece, figuratively?
I feel perfectly fine. Do I have cause for concern?
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon Club has a tried and tested policy for choosing its initiates.
May I ask who you are, sir?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw quite a bit of attention yourself.
Ah, vampire senses never cease to fascinate me. They dwarf those of mere mortals. I am Aloysius Dawson, by the way.
Are you a member of the club?
Yes, I am. And I have been for many years. And will be until the day I die.
Are you sick?
Personally, I consider my advancing years are a sickness in itself. My body is slowly abandoning me, Dr. Reid.
So why didn't he get
What
turned?
can you tell me about it?
It's not really my place to give you such information. I am merely a mortal member, and a dying one at that.
You would think with him being around so many vampires and a part of the Ascalon Club, he would have got turned.
Are you not afraid? You are surrounded by vampires.
Sir, it's for that very reason that I joined the club in the first place.
Is not the nature of this club a secret shared by only a privileged few?
My dear Dr. Reid, I have spent years and a fortune precisely to gather that kind of information.
So you asked for membership?
I have been a member of many clubs in many countries. But I must admit, this one is my favorite.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave?
I would not dare speak of our chairman without his consent.
Mr. Dawson, of Dawson and Dawson, the wealthiest man in England. It is a pleasure to meet such a prominent figure of London.
A withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson? I am a doctor, you know.
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors to arrive at that diagnostic conclusion.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Should I suppose that you're here in search of some form of immortality?
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born in. To cast out the ghastly evil that has us all on our knees.
What do you know about the Guard of Prewin?
I should not say this, but I admire their commitment. This is what the nation needs right now.
But they are our enemies.
They are not mine, Dr. Reid.
Would you help them?
No. There is a time for such methods. But brute force will not be enough to fight this plague. We have to think differently.
What is the situation like in this part of town?
I am sure Lord Redgrave will enlighten you more effectively than I.
Money cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than money can buy.
You're right. Money is nothing unless one has the will to wield it. I have a plan, sir. A radical one that will save all that is essential in London.
What is your plan, then?
Quarantine and barricades are futile. What we need is a wall. A formidable, unscalable wall to isolate the deserving from the infected masses.
By doing so, you would create two separate ghettos. What if the disease gets past the wall? The results would be disastrous.
Not if we eliminate all suspected cases of infection as soon as they appear.
Damn.
A necessary sacrifice.
Are you not mistaking sacrifice for summary execution?
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire? Removed from all mortal concerns? Decisiveness is what the city needs, and it needs it now.
Okay, so let me see. Yep, he's the pillar for sure. We've already spoken to Lord Redgrave, so we'll head out. Talk to some more of the people. I think he's the only human that's allowed in here. Oh yeah, we could have used our census in there to see if there was any more humans. There we go.
I think Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
All countries unite!
Okay, actually, you know what? Before we do this quest, I have a few of these investigations that I can actually turn in. And then we have this one here. I want to see where this one is. 299. Okay, it's over near the hospital. Let's go knock these out real quick. Now let me see if I can get through this way. Should be able to open up the gate. Yep, now we don't have to go all the way around. So see that mother and son, the kid who tried to kill himself. They're pretty close to West End. I think this is the apartment here. When you find this letter, I'll be gone. I want you to know that I don't leave because you. I leave this world because of the crushing weight that existence put upon me. These times are too much for me. Sometimes I feel like, but this verse, I'm gonna echo of my own heart in the low, heavy sky. I never understood this poetry style talking. Pretty much depressed because of the state of the world. He just couldn't take the world.
In this letter, Mortimer Goswick does nothing to hide his desire to die. I could give it to his mother, but doing so would betray his trust.
It's locked, all right.
Trying to see if there's any all right, so we got all the stuff to turn in. I even have some missions down by the docks that we got to turn in, some investigations down by the docks, but we'll head over to the hospital. We'll drop this. I'll go clear that mission behind the hospital. I'm gonna give the letter to him. I won't betray his trust.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Your medical report says you're not affected by the Spanish flu. What do you think of that, Mortimer?
Does it make me happy? Not in the slightest. If it was up to me, I would have left this place long ago. I know I don't belong here.
And why do you think you don't belong here?
I know the staff have more important things to do than look after me. There's plenty of patients here who need their attention.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I've read your letter, Mortimer. You wrote about an unbearable feeling of despair while the world crumbles around you. Tell me more about it.
There's nothing more to say, really. It's hurtful, it's unbearable, and I don't ask anyone to understand what I feel.
The world is bleak, but maybe the pain we feel is the best compass for making it a better place.
How can we repair the world, Dr. Reid, when mankind is the biggest problem? Yes, the world will be a much better place when we're gone.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
I have retrieved your letter, Mr. Goswick. I can assure you that nobody read it but me.
Thank you. This is for you, then. For your help. And for your silence.
I think you should talk to your mother. It would be good for both of you.
Thank you, Dr. Reid. I'll think about it. Now please, let me be.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
I've read your son's medical report, Beatrice. It's not the flu or anything life-threatening. What has you so worried?
He was at death's door when he was brought here. I just want him to be better as soon as possible.
He's not out of the woods yet, you know.
He might need to stay here longer than expected.
Take care of him then, Dr. Reid. People here only seem to focus on contagious patients. I worry my poor Mortimer will be neglected.
Mortimer is extremely vague as to his motivations for committing suicide. Tell me more about what you know.
As you say, Mortimer had no reason to die. All he said to me was that he wanted to make the world a better place, but couldn't.
What do you think he meant by making the world a better place?
Mortimer has always been a sensitive soul. He wouldn't talk to anyone for months after his father passed. It's like he carries everyone's sadness with him.
Why did your son feel so useless when facing the world?
I think it was more that he could only see the melancholy facets of life. He couldn't help but dwell on such things.
Do you realize your son could try to kill himself again? He might succeed next time.
I think about it every minute. But I won't stop fighting for my son's future. That's how much I love him.
You're right. Your son's death was not fatal. And unlike many on their own, he is lucky to have you by his side.
I can't give up on him. I just can't. I have conceded many times in my life, but giving up on my son is something I am incapable of.
We maxed out her blood quality now. That's 4,000, chat. Does he really need his mom? We could take them both. You know what I mean? One after another. Just take the whole family out real quick, chat. It's a quick 5,000.
I have read your son's suicide note. It was not an impulsive gesture, nor was it his first attempt.
He threatened to kill himself a few times before. But I never thought he would dare to punish me this much.
Punish you? Why?
I've known for a long time he was not happy with his life. But I always hoped he cared enough to avoid making me suffer like this.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
So yeah, we fully completed them two. We can eat them at any time.
Never could keep anything from her.
Right. Let's head to the... Okay, Dr. Swansea has some dialogue for me. He might bitch me out for eating people here in the hospital. We'll see what he says. Oh.
Hello, Jonathan. How are things on the West End front?
Complicated, my friend. The rich and powerful feel threatened by the disease and have asked me to put an end to it.
Yes. It is odd how resolving a crisis suddenly increases in urgency when it affects those who matter.
It looks like the epidemic is spreading to the western districts of London. I am trying to locate the source of the infection.
It won't be an easy task, my friend. This disease is highly contagious.
Since this epidemic is evidently linked to the vampire curse, we must find the original carrier to understand where it comes from.
I admire your logic, Jonathan, but be careful. Rationality, when it comes to your kind, is not always a reliable lens.
Do you not think epidemiology could be helpful in this matter? To retrace the origin of infection through time and topology?
If anyone can perform such a miracle, it will be you, Dr. Reid.
Does the Brotherhood of St. Paul know anything about the Ascalon Club?
Well, I'm afraid that's unlikely. Ascalon is a sensitive topic, and whatever material the Brotherhood has, I may not have access to.
Who could answer me then?
Usher Talltree, our current primate. maybe the only one able to answer you. He's a discreet man who lives in the West End.
Okay.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson, the famous tycoon, is well versed in vampire and occult knowledge?
No, I did not. But that is no surprise. For half a century, it has been quite the trend for English nobility to join secret societies and occult circles.
But Aloysius Dawson is only a rich merchant.
Yes, richer than Croesus. Wealth is more respected than title these days, even in England.
Did he contact the Brotherhood of St. Paul? Try to join your group?
It would not surprise me, but I am certain he's never been a member.
Thank you for your time, Edgar.
All right. So let's head out back. We'll deal with Thomas. Now, the only thing is Thomas left. I think he was worth like 1,000 blood before he ran away. And I don't know if we're gonna be able to find him alive or not. But we probably lost out on his blood though, which kind of sucks. There we go. Yeah, it's in here. But we just gotta search the building. So I did come in here and clear this area out. There. Oh, he turned into a werewolf? There he is, chat. Thomas Elwood.
Look on my face.
Oh shit, we got 1,000 XP from... So we did get a lot of XP from killing him. But he turned into a werewolf. I don't know how he got turned necessarily, but he got turned. Poor dude. There he's gone. Okay, so I have these, yep, this mission here, and then I gotta turn in these two real quick. So we'll knock out this one first. We'll turn them all three of them in at once. So I did just get my hands on a headache treatment, which I'm going to bring to that doctor in the hospital, because headache turns into neuralgia if you don't cure it. So I might as well knock it out while we have the chance. Which doctor was it? Yeah, this guy. Dr. Tippets. is.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reid, any good news to share?
Do you need any medical assistance yourself, Doctor?
Yes, indeed. But don't worry, I am perfectly capable of taking care of myself.
I have no doubt about it, but you are still ill all the same. Please, take this medicine.
I appreciate your concern, Dr. Reid. To be honest, I just did not take the time to diagnose myself.
Right, there we go.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
So he shouldn't get any worse. Now, the only issue is this guy. He's got neuralgia, and there's no way for me to cure that right now. All right, let's do this other mission. I'm able to maintain my blood levels pretty high too. Now that one attack that we have is pretty good. The only problem with it is it's a very good single target, where the other one was kind of AoE. And I was able to hit multiple targets. So I don't know how I feel about it.
Step away, sir. All of your bloody leeches to your killing.
It's a leech! Kill it! Fast! It's a leech! We have to stop it!
Man, that's a lot of damage. Damn, dude. Those guys were all pretty high level right there.
It's one of them!
Yeah, I might switch back over to the other one. Let's do this fight a little smarter this time.
Ain't safe. Look like that!
Remember your vows, friends!
Oh, God, no! That leech is fast!
Oh, shit. Okay, damn, I almost died right there. Again. Let's take our time, we heal up, we should be okay. So I had two of them to turn in. One was for this one, and yeah, and the bar owner. Yeah, one mission's for her.
Perhaps. Welcome back, Doctor. What can I do for you?
You lied to me, Tom. Your warehouse wasn't empty. It was inhabited with armed vigilantes.
I'm sorry, Dr. Reid, but I thought those Prewen guards would be willing to let someone like you pass without trouble.
That was devious of you, Tom. Next time you can bloody well go yourself.
I apologize, Doctor, but it's just that I prefer to avoid the law, its enforcers, and all manner of thugs in uniform.
Here is your booze. I hope it will appease your customers. Just try not to kill anyone with this poison of yours.
Believe me, Doctor, most of my customers are less agreeable when sober.
Have you got any recent news on Sean Hampton's shelter?
It's still there, just like the turquoise turtle. That means there is still hope, somehow.
Okay, so
Goodbye,
we got nothing
Mr.
for that guy so far.
Perhaps I should shut the turquoise filter. Maggots and lions.
Okay, we go down across the bridge here. Actually, never been over here before. Got a lot of bodies. Maybe we have been over here, actually.
Best turn around if I were you.
No. Thought I recognized this beachfront, but I
Oh,
think it's
you! Stop there! See them? What's going? It's fast! We have to stop it!
No, maybe I have been over here. I don't know. I feel like I maybe have been over here. Yeah, I think it's where we started, actually.
Better go home, sir.
This place. Rain may have washed away the blood.
Yep, this is where we
but
killed
not
our
the
sister.
memory. My poor Mary. This is my watch. Damn grave robbers.
Oh, so this is where it all began. All right, we should be good now. I have pretty much finished every investigation so far. Once we turn these in, we'll be good to go. Okay. Edwina was over here.
Pleasure, sir.
There she is.
Been a while since...
Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again, Dr. Reid. What do you want?
I managed to reach the mass grave in Southwark. It was not pleasant.
Spare me the details, Dr. Reid. All I want to know is what happened to those bastards who owed me money.
I'm afraid those bastards, as you call them, are in the mass grave.
Dead? Shit. That money would have been useful. Well, I'll tell my boys to avoid the place if it's that dangerous.
Yes. Everybody should avoid that place until further notice.
Okay then, Doctor. It looks like you deserve your reward after all. The Wet Boot boys thank you for your help.
Have you got any news about Sean Hampton's shelter?
As long as he keeps on helping the poor, I'll keep my boys at bay, even if he pisses them off.
Can I see what you have to sell?
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I have.
Oh, nice. So she actually has the good handle parts. Get both of those. Yeah, we're in need of those for some upgrades.
Sewer dog's fault, they say. Then the gangs, the epidemics, everyone's throwing the blame.
Funny, you could just do that teleport thing right in front of them. They don't even know. All right, let's see about... Nice. Yep, so now I can go rank 4 on this. And then... increase damage dealt. Then we need a few more of the good handle parts. We'll be able to go rank 5 on it. I'm wondering if I should, we'll find this last mission. Turn this last one in and then we'll rest. Yeah, her. think her and her sister are sometimes upstairs then. Because they were standing out front here. Okay, I'm not even there yet. It's around the bend here.
Over there! There's one of those vermin!
They should be in here. There's Sean. There she is. We'll actually talk to Sean, see how he's doing.
You again? What do you want?
I've identified the men who stole from you. You were right. They were members of some self-proclaimed militia.
I knew it! Did you find the money too?
Yes, here it is. They thought they could finance their activities with it.
I never thought a man like you would be kind enough to... I misjudged you. Badly. Well, thank you, sir.
Will you give the money back to your comrades, then?
Fuck those bastards who fired me. I'll give the money to Miss Gillingham. Her son Jack was a friend of mine. He was killed recently.
Do you have recent news of Sean Hampton's shelter?
The place is all right, I suppose. The sad saint is still the same. Except for that awful skin disease he recently got.
I know you were friends with Miss Gillingham's son, Jack. Tell me about his death.
Jack's murder has been a shock to the neighborhood. A sign that the situation is now out of control.
Why is that?
There has always been tension between the Wet Boot Boys and members of the trade union. But a murder? That's a first.
Who killed him?
No one will ever know. One thing is certain. While Jack was alive, I had one less reason to drink.
Yeah.
Why does that upset you so much?
I wish I had found the time and words to tell him how important he was to me before it was too late. Another failure for Giselle Paxton.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
The bottle will soon be empty.
Let's talk to Sean, see how he's feeling.
Welcome back to my humble shelter, Dr. Reid. Are you here to subdue me again?
No, Sean. I just came by to see how you are.
I feel all right. Why'd you ask?
Are you still feeding on corpses?
No. It's almost as though the blood you forced me to drink has provided me eternal satisfaction.
What? Seriously?
How is the sanitary situation in this part of town?
I think it's acceptable. Fewer cases of sickness recently. I thank the Lord for his mercy.
How are things in your shelter? Between the mortals and the immortals, I mean.
Even if we're all children of God, I've always maintained a strict frontier between the two communities.
What do you fear?
A few years ago, Ascalon decided to pay a nocturnal visit to my sleeping customers. He got caught licking their necks in the dark. Since then, I have added a lock to the door.
What if food became scarce? Wouldn't the immortals in your flock be tempted to feed on the living?
Wouldn't you?
The Scals can feed on the dead, Doctor. And until Judgment Day, mortals will continue dying.
How did you meet old Bridget?
When younger, I used to patrol the streets at night, searching for lost souls. This is how I met her. It took me 2 months just to get her name. Now we support each other.
You really are a saint, Sean.
Oh, no, sir, I'm not. But I know evil, and I believe goodwill and tenacity can make this world a better place.
Had you already visited their hideout in the sewers?
Just once, and very briefly. Most of them are very discreet, and they see me as an outsider, even if I protect them.
Have you seen Harriet Jones since taking her to old Bridget?
No. She is with the sewer Scals now. I don't go downstairs.
What happened at the Pembroke?
I guess we recognized each other. As Scals, I mean. She had but one thought. To punish. To get revenge upon everything and everyone. I realized I had to bring her here quickly.
But why did she fake her own death? There was so much blood in her room. She attacked patients, too.
I just lost her for a minute that night. When I found her, she had caused mayhem across the hospital. I slapped some sense into her, and we fled before getting caught.
What happened then?
We ran here through narrow streets and backyards. She kept saying that someone was talking to her in the dark, offering to avenge her. But I saw nobody.
Would you let me listen to your chest, Sean?
No, Dr. Reid. You already forced me to drink your blood, and I thank you for that, for I feel better now. But it was quite an unpleasant experience.
It would help me greatly if you would allow me to give you a physical examination.
I said no. I'm no subject of medical examination, and I intend only to obey and to kneel before God.
Farewell, Sean. Take good care of your flock, and of yourself.
He's doing all right. All right, so now we're gonna head back to West End and actually do this main mission here. There's still so many people in the docks we haven't even revealed yet. These dudes are quite fast, man. was trying to use my normal stun, but it was just too slow. Enemies are starting to get quite high level. I need to evolve.
I cannot enter
yet. Of course, this one's got to be locked. Need to make my way around that side so I can unlock it. These guys are getting quite strong, man. Everything we're running into is pretty high level.
Safe right now, sir. Watch out for them teeth! Filthy piece of shit! He's dead!
Let's get over here. I'm gonna evolve. I'll assess my level once we get this, and you know how many points. Because I might have to go and beat on some more people, guys. We're getting. That's the one thing. If you want to like make this game quite challenging for yourself, just don't eat anybody, and you'll be struggling. She'll be so weak. But then it's like then you got to kill a bunch of. It's a good. I like how they did it. It's a good combination.
Support the equality between men and women.
So this back room here is ours. Let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna try out this ability. Try out that. I haven't used that one yet, so. So those are up pretty high. Increase our blood capacity a bit. Stay at that for right now, and then so what is this blood? You focus your power on when your target's blood is caused violently explode, dealing damage to the target and anything nearby. So it's a little bit of AoE. We'll try it. I mean, it does more damage than well, it's more, I don't know. No, we'll stick with Rage. Rage works good. So we're short blood. So we'll rock this for right now. We definitely need more blood. Okay, so we got some citizens that we got a question about this infection. Get to know these peeps here. So we got this lady here.
Mother.
Oh, that's our mother.
Jonathan, is it you? Where have you been, my prodigal son?
I'm right here, Mother. I'm finally home.
Yes, for this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and now found. But where is your sister? Where is Mary?
Mary? She is gone, Mother.
I know she's gone. The question is, when will she return as you have? I miss my grandson so much. It's been days since their last visit.
Yo, you can really eat your mother. There's no way. Yo, you can't. That is too savage, chat. There's no way any of you guys are out here snacking up on the mom. That's crazy, dude.
Have you returned to Whitechapel Cemetery since Mary's funeral?
I never want to go back to that awful place. Wait. I think I went back once. And you were there too. And Mary? No, that can't be true.
It was just a bad dream, Mother.
A nightmare, yes. Mary was so angry. I walked back home alone. If that kind policeman had not called Avery from the station, I don't know what would have happened.
Mother, do you know what's been going on in this area?
Not really. I don't go out much due to the epidemic, and when I do, I tend to get lost.
What do you mean you get lost? I hope you don't go outside alone.
Of course not. When I go out, your father always comes with me, but he leaves me there sometimes, and I have trouble finding the way back.
Do you need anything, Mother? Can I help you?
I just want you to stay with me, Jonathan. Your room is ready. I asked Avery to make your bed.
I'll stay as long as I can, I promise. Do you need anything else?
Just one thing. Stop staring at me like that. As much as I love you, it breaks my heart to look at those empty and dead eyes.
Are you working on a new painting?
Not recently. I have trouble focusing on my subject, and my mind quickly drifts. It's the same thing when I try to write poetry.
I recently met a talented painter with an excellent technique. I wish you two could meet. I'm sure you'd like her.
I'd be glad to meet her. What is her name? Is she famous? Is she dead too?
She's not famous, and her name is of no importance. And yes, she's also dead.
The important thing is, I hope you two get along. If she ever fancies meeting your mother, I'd be glad to welcome her.
Okay, so the mother knows we're a vampire.
Why do you say Mary is visiting you, Mother? You know that's impossible.
Why should it be? Are you not standing in front of me right now? Why should it be any different with your sister?
But I'm not dead, Mother. I'm really here, talking to you, trying not to cry.
Oh, it breaks my heart to have to tell you this. But of course you're dead, my darling boy. Just look at you, as pale as my Mary.
Okay, no. So she doesn't know we're a vampire. She thinks we're like a ghost or something talking to her. She's...
But Mary really is dead, Mother.
Yes, And are you not dead too? Isn't your father dead? And my grandson, and my son-in-law, you're all gone. But you all still visit me from time to time.
You know, she's lost it.
Goodbye, Mother. Try to rest now.
Goodbye, son. Please come back soon. Yes, Jonathan? Spending next summer in France. Absolutely. Why not?
It's sad, dude.
Good evening, sir. Please forgive me for disturbing you. I'm a doctor.
I never judge a man by his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I welcome you.
Well, I must admit it's good to receive a warm welcome for once. I'm Jonathan Reid.
Welcome, Dr. Reid. Welcome to my humble shop.
How is the situation in this part of town?
Life is good and peaceful. We're lucky to live in such an era of progress and wonders.
Are you not concerned about the epidemic?
Oh, I'm sure the authorities would take the appropriate measure if the danger were that high.
Are you that blind? I've seen hundreds of victims piled up in this city each week.
Mr. Reid, please. Why are you so angry? I did not mean anything by it.
Damn, I'm pushing too hard there.
Is it not a little too late to be trading?
On the contrary, it is the perfect hour. Believe me, my friend, it is always at night that you meet the most fascinating characters.
So you prefer to work at night?
Oh, I also enjoy a sunny day like everybody else. But the night always has a certain je ne sais quoi of its own.
But what about the epidemic? The bombs and raids? And all the random violence?
Please, sir, this is London, England. We will prevail. And if a bomb must fall on my shop, then I'll be there to hear it falling.
What can you tell me about this place?
I recently found the best steak and kidney pie in the city. I'd be glad to share the address if you want.
Finding a good restaurant? Is that really all that interests you?
Oh, I have many passions, but nothing brings me ecstasy like subtle and exquisite flavors from my teeth to my belly.
I must confess, I have quite specific tastes when it comes to nutrition.
Really? Well, I'm always happy to try new exotic meals. If you ever find an intriguing table, please share the address.
You don't want what I got, bro.
Do you have any family nearby?
Not since my parents died. I'm London's lone gourmet.
So he's solo, chat.
London's lone gourmet. What a strange title.
I used that name in my early years when I was a food critic, and I kept it.
Really? But you seem to be such a pleasant and sociable fellow.
I'm afraid the real hedonist has to be sometimes. I discovered ecstasy as a solitary pleasure, but it does not mean it can't ever be shared.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Not really. Wait, now that you mention it, I don't see the McPhersons in my favorite restaurants. They love delicate meals too, you understand.
Thank you. It may be nothing, but I'll investigate anyway. Where do they live?
They have a house in the southern part of the district, somewhere north of the railway bridge. There is a courtyard, if I remember rightly.
I may have a look at your goods, Mr. Russell.
Nice. So he's got a couple of the good handle parts. We'll buy those. And he should restock those. So we got her out here. So there's a lot of people in this area that we've only met 2 people so far. This will be our 3rd.
Good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill me. Please, no. I'm too young to die. I still have so much to offer this world.
Wait, no. Why do you think I would... What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reid. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother taught me long ago how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent young Econs. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Charlotte.
Yeah, so she's dope. She knows about vampires. How much is she worth? So we can get some good blood out of her, but she trusts us, so.
What do you think about this part of town?
I was raised here, and I suppose it feels like home. You grew up in this part of town too, did you not?
Yes, I was born a few streets away.
A small world, is it not? Did you ever imagine that my mother was your neighbor all that time? That you could have met her in a dark alley at night?
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashbury never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that possibility. Her fangs on your neck. Oh, are you blushing, Dr. Reid?
Wait, this is Lady Ashbury. Oh, this is her daughter. But it says she doesn't share, I think they would have them in the same social circle. Oh, no, Lady Ashbury's not this lady. No, that's not her. I'm looking at the wrong person. What section is she in? I guess she's not in any of them. Yeah, I think Lady Ashbury's the...
Is there something that's bothering you?
Too much selfishness and individualism for my taste. Even when there was no epidemic.
Even if that's partly true, may I remind you that many charitable institutions are financed by the selfish and filthy rich.
I suppose you're right. But society must reform and renew itself, or we are all done for.
Tell me about your adoption.
What do you want to know?
Who are your real parents?
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother. She raised me and has taken care of me all my life. I have no idea who my progenitors are or were.
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's mansion, but I have my own house now. I have a life to live, you see. And one day, I'll have my death to face.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End. When I was 10, she adopted me, and I have lived with her ever since.
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Econ, Doctor.
And no, I had no idea why my mother only showed up at night. She told me everything when I turned 16, though I suspected the truth for a long time before that.
What are you doing out here?
You mean, what do I do outside at night since I am a woman? Let me ask you a question, sir. Would you ask the same question of a man?
Actually, yes. I ask the same question to everyone who dares to go outside at night, considering the risks.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right to vote for all women. Why should I wait to the age of 30 years when men can vote at 21?
Are you a suffragette, then? Oh, you really are Elizabeth's girl. Without a doubt.
All adult women have the right to vote in the US, in New Zealand, and in Australia. But women here can't vote unless they are property owners.
No need to convince me, Miss Charlotte. I have shared your opinion for a long time. Even before I met Emmeline Pankhurst.
Really? Oh. Now I see why my mother appreciates you so much. Too bad there aren't more men like you in the vicinity.
How are the locals reacting to your claims?
People here can't wait for a wall to be built to isolate the West End from the rest of town. That's how progressive they are. If this happens, Emily and I will blow it up.
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady. And who is this Emily?
She is my best friend, and a suffragette too. She was supposed to campaign with me tonight, but hasn't turned up.
Have you any reason to be worried about her?
Recently, Emily started to believe in... well, she got interested in vampires. I'm afraid she might be in trouble.
Let me guess. You spoke to her about us, didn't you? Despite your mother's warning. I think I should try to find your friend.
Oh, that would be top-notch. I can tell you where she might have gone. You have my thanks, Dr. Reid. And please, don't tell my mother.
Yo, the crazy thing is, she's eatable. Yo, the mother would be so mad, dude. So mad. Ain't no way.
What exactly has your mother told you about me?
Your name and profession, obviously. And the mystery about your maker. I'm sorry to hear about what happened to your sister, sir. Mother says it was not your fault.
Does it not scare you to know what I am? What your mother is?
Why should it? My mother is the most compassionate woman. Must I be wary of her, Dr. Reid? Or you?
Of course not. You have nothing to fear from me, or your mother.
Good to know. And don't worry, my mother told me everything I need to know about vampire tricks, their nature as well as features.
Your mother is not like any other vampire I've met.
I believe she thinks the same about you, Dr. Reid.
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says it's precisely because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret that she chose you?
Of course not. Though I often wonder if she adopted others before me. If so, where are they buried? How is it for them to pass through life with a never-aging mother?
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
A few days ago, I spotted a strange house while campaigning for women's suffrage. Awful smell. No answer when I knocked.
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys, a nice family who live in a big house near the park in the eastern part of this neighborhood.
Is that the same place that Star told me to go to?
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Okay, so there we go. We got these two locations here. I was trying to see if there was anybody else in town. There we go.
Support the equality between men and women. Women's right to vote is only the first step. Women of all countries
Good
unite.
evening, sir. May I have your attention, please?
Come on, Johnny. Don't you recognize your oldest friend?
Clarence. Clarence Crossley. How are you? My God. So you survived the war too. So sorry I didn't recognize you at first.
I almost didn't recognize you either. War does that to men, I heard. In my case, it was true, for I witnessed the horror that lies underneath.
It's the old war buddy, suffering from a migraine.
Do you need medical assistance, Clarence?
It's a little late for visiting hours, don't you think?
I will see you later. When did you escape the war and return to London?
You know what's funny? I almost never think about the war. Not anymore. I'm involved in another kind of battle now.
I know what you mean. I haven't had much time to think about the war either since my return.
Of course. With the epidemic, I bet you've been busy as well. Forgive me, Johnny, I didn't want to sound selfish.
What is this new battle?
I saw terrible things during the war. Horrors I thought I'd forget. They're here too. They're everywhere. Vampires.
Damn. He's seen vampires in the war?
How is your wife, Venus?
We've spent so much time away from each other. And so many things have happened.
But you're alive. You returned in one piece and you have a family. How many soldiers can say the same?
Believe me, it's not quite that simple. Unlike you, I'm not the man I used to be.
Is everything all right at home? Surely Venus was relieved to see you return from France in one piece.
Have you forgot what people are like in this part of town, Johnny? Venus fears for our family reputation. Now her husband has become the village idiot.
She sounds like she's gonna turn into breakfast.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Can you help me?
Infection is everywhere these days. But if you ever go to the park near that swanky house belonging to the Mullaneys...
Yes? What about the Mullaneys? What about their house?
Not enough noise for a big family with children. Not enough movement. Closed doors. What is going on in there?
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
Support the equality between men and women.
That building is under quarantine. Could this be what I'm looking for?
No way in this way. We gotta go around the other side. All right, so we got one right here. So, is this a skull? I think, yeah, that is. Oh, and a werewolf. Okay, that's new. Okay, so I got some new abilities I gotta try out here, like this You gotta make sure they stay in it. It's a little frustrating. Okay, it's definitely quite frustrating, actually. I don't know if that is just because that enemy is super mobile, but... Let me see, so... Oh, I'm up top here. It's like, dude, there's no way to get in. I don't really see much in here. Oh, it says it's down. Oh, okay, so this was just to cut through. Ooh, shit. Okay, good stuff. Fast boy. Yeah, that's our way in. Grab this stuff real quick. So now we can open this. Beautiful. Now we don't have to go around anymore.
I have this thirst for blood.
All right, so this is the mission location right here. Somebody in here fighting. Heard him yelling. Are they skulls? Whoa. Remarkable pump. You try it out. Does tons of damage. So my job is to cleanse it? Oh yeah, shit, we got two,
Admit it, you cheating bastard!
Still your tongue, wife!
Liar, coward, you brought this on us!
You infected the whole family! I said I wanted to leave!
Good shit. Good hit. That's one down.
Could it be a new stage in the disease's evolution?
Man, at this rate, we're definitely gonna have to purchase some perfume and a fur coat. Can't wait for you to feel your hands on my shipments. Two chest again. Whoa. Damn, was she cheating?
So the husband had an affair with Doris Fletcher.
Oh, he was cheating. Okay, we got one more spot to check. I don't know how I feel about that one attack though, guys. It's really not that great. It's like place this thing on the ground and you gotta wait for it. I might try the blood spear. Yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of how it turned out, honestly. I tried to spec more into like a damage build because I was running a like heavy stun, and then I don't know, it just didn't seem, the damage didn't seem like it was there, honestly. And then with that attack, it just isn't all that great, in my opinion. Oh, I do have the, we can go rank 5 now. Yeah, we'll go rank 5 on this. And then we just need some aluminum, and we'll be able to probably add a little bit more stun to it. Let me respec real quick. Again, this is like my 4th time respec, and I like how you can kind of test things out though, and the game doesn't really punish you for respecing, which is cool, 'cause some games are quite punishing. Yeah, we'll try the blood spear now. We'll try it. We'll try it. So we got that. Go rank 2 on this. Yeah, I do like the rage. Get a little bit of health regen on bites. Increase blood capacity a little bit. That big. Get our health up big. Okay, so we'll get 1,000 there. Can rank this up. Increases the stun by 5. this. Damn, 3,000 on that blood spear, man. That shit's expensive. It's 300 blood and this like kind of... So this is single target. This is like AoE. So we'll increase our health regen. We got a little bit of extra blood, so. All right, let's see how this feels. Hope that blood spear's a bit. Obviously, it's going to be better than that last one we did. This guy's got a migraine. Not much I can do about it, though. Okay, so the blood spear doesn't, it's not instant, it does have like a little charge up to it. But I'm hoping my power is enough to kind of keep me going right now, because if we get pushed, you know, too hard, we're gonna have to eat some more people again. I feel like I've already eaten all the expendables. We can't eat the whole Wet Boot Boys gang though there at the docks.
Why are vampire hunters sniffing around here? I need to find out what they're after.
Put an end to you!
Oh, shit.
The leeches need killing.
It's close. Oh shit.
This woman's body has multiple lacerations. They're deep, too. Whoever did this was driven by rage.
Thick, rich blood sample.
He had his tongue removed and his eyes gouged out. He was a victim of brutal torture. This one's neck is broken. He was young. Probably the son.
Somebody's here, but it won't show me who it is, so I don't know if it's human or vampire. They're still alive, heart is beating. Skull.
You thought I was dead too, didn't you? No, I was just pretending. Doris told me I could have been a great actress.
You killed your family.
They mocked my talent. Ah!
Forgot the explosion. So these skulls are definitely not making it easier for the other skulls. We were kind of like advocating for their like survival, and these ones are pretty nasty. Actress with stature and courage, private student. Doris. So Doris again? So she has to be the reason for the skulls.
So, this girl took lessons at the famous Doris Fletcher acting school.
Yep, that's two connections to Doris.
Doris Fletcher seems to be the missing link here. It can't just be a coincidence. I should go to her acting school.
Lady Ashbury actually wants to talk to us too. Probably swing by there. Yeah, we have no events at the hospital, so we could swing by there real quick. The acting school's right down there. Actually, you need to see. Is there a workbench in here? I don't think so.
Good evening, Jonathan. How are you?
I'm still investigating from inside the Ascalon Club. Can we talk?
Of course, my dear.
I have investigated new sources of infection, and I may have found a new type of Skal. One suffering from heavy mutations that is extremely contagious.
Skals come in various forms, you know. They are simply degenerate versions of their makers.
I believe these families are different, and I'm currently pursuing a lead. I know I can find the true source of contagion by finding who created these creatures.
That would be great news. Be very careful, my dear, when dealing with such creatures.
There are many paintings adorning the walls here.
Yes?
Did you paint them?
No, my dear. But some of them. I have had a long time to...
So we already answered those
How is
questions.
your investigation going?
I have decided to explore beyond the dictates of reason.
What do you mean?
You may on occasion find this house closed when you visit me. If so, it is because I have gone undercover. Sort of.
When will you return?
As soon as possible. And I don't intend to stay away for long.
Who are you going to surveil? I hope you're not considering spying on McCullum or the Guard of Prewan.
No. I intend to ask a few questions in parts of town I rarely venture into. Dirty places where a delicate lady like myself should never be seen.
Goodbye, my dearest.
Goodbye, my beloved.
I guess you're really feeling them. Oh. There it is.
I cannot enter.
We just gotta find another way in.
It's locked, all right.
Safer places to be than here. Over there! Stay back, please! Bloody leech! Back, demon! Back!
Priest suits are kind of strong, man. Here we go.
There's an open window on the second floor. I should be able to get in through that. It's locked.
So it's good to see what the hell Doris is doing.
Woe to you, nations of hypocrites. For in front of you stands the tall queen. You can but...
Can that be Doris Fletcher's voice? Where does it come from?
She's probably down there rehearsing, bro.
Hate. But I offer only love.
Is she a skull? Or an Ekon?
Soiled feet. Alas, poor Doris. I
It's locked, all right.
Locked. So we're gonna have to find another way, probably through that first floor. This or second floor here. Did go down into that little basement area over here. Here we go.
Who are you? You who dared enter my realm. Are you here to worship or mock me?
I'm here to put an end to the vampire epidemic, Miss Fletcher.
Ah. But Doris Fletcher is no more. She was consumed by this putrid flesh that now enshrouds her.
You feel anger for what happened to you, but I can help you. I'm a doctor, Miss Fletcher.
Doris Fletcher is no more. All that remains are the dreams of the queen she was, and the queen she'll be. Until then, all shall die, for that was her final wish. You killed my children, my beloved.
Die for the love of me!
On guard. I smell your fear. Touché, sir. Arise and say. Your hand.
Big damage.
Woe unto thee, son of Babylon! I smell your fear. I summon thee, my children of the night. Bite, maim, spit, kill! Behold, Kinslayer, the disgrace of she who once renowned. Will she be the queen again once they all share her fate? Hear and obey, for your queen commands you. Attack!
Okay.
Your blood will come to me, my servant.
Damn. Alright, I feel like this is gonna be a problem, chat. She's gonna be a real problem, ain't she? We're gonna have to eat
My
some.
blade shall pierce your villainous heart. On guard. Your hand is. Touché, sir. Behold, Kinslayer, the disgrace of she whose beauty was once renowned. Will she be the queen again once they all share her fate? Hear and obey, for your queen commands you. Attack! I smell your fear. Your hand is shaking.
Damn, no stamina. Are you fucking kidding me?
My children, my beloved, die for the love of me. I smell your fear.
Rise and save your queen, my slave.
You.
I need to make some blood syringes for this fight. Yeah, if we had some blood syringes, we'd be all right. So that's my main issue right now is I'm just running out of blood, and it's hard to farm it off her. See if we can get a crafting bench real quick. Closest one is probably our base over in West End.
Step away. Yes, sir.
Doing this here now. Yeah, so I could break this down. Let's see what we learn. That's blood, strong serum, rank 3. Okay, so now we're sitting on plenty of serums to help us through the fight, but we'll save that for next episode, guys. We'll start off next episode with this boss fight. It'll be interesting to see if with the blood, because I got her down pretty low, but like I said, I was just struggling with blood there. And but I feel like if we got blood for heals, we'll be okay. But again, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the love and support. Hope you guys are enjoying this. And yeah, remember, guys, want to see more, to smash that like button, drop comments. They really, really help out. And other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.